Friday, Saturday and Sunday from that.
And in fact, while you're watching the pictures, just a little bit of news about LeMans. Oh my goodness me, that's one of the two Orica cars.
Yeah.
Now, that's not that. Oh, that's a Cellini again. Yeah. But look at the debris. That is a massive accident.
Safety car number 6.
And the Cellini again involved. Look, damage.
Yeah.
Now, which of the two Matmut cars is that? We're looking for a helmet moving. We've got one. We're looking for either Olivier Panis in the 11.
That's not Olivier.
It's Bruno Senna.
That's Bruno.
That is Bruno Senna, and that, as you can see, is clearly the mother and father of all accidents. That is at Blanchimont, isn't it? He's touched somebody and it's spun outside, come back and hit the inside wall. We're looking down the hill here.
Yeah, it was in 10th place. He's obviously a bit shaken by that. Again,
whacked his knees against the side of the side pod. There with the white hair, it's Hugues de Schoenack, and alongside him is the other driver of that car, Stefan Ortelli, very concerned.
Yeah, Bruno, of course, who started best of the non-coupes here today in 4th place for the team. Great qualifying he did, but they've been plagued by punctures and collisions. They had to get to the garage for about 4 laps. On lap 111, they got back out. And now Hugues de Schoenack's wishing that car hadn't come back out. Let's hope we get a replay in a minute, see what went on there. But if you're just joining us, we've got Peugeot leading, Pescarolo leading the other. The Olivier Panis team, Areca Courage, in 3rd place. That's the order at the moment.
Yeah, the Aston Martins 4th and 5th ahead of the first of the Colin Colles Audis. But as you can see, Bruno Senna very banged about. Yes, it is. Just look at that. Yeah. Look how the accident started in the extreme left of your screen, unquestionably there at Stavelot. And then at high speed, the car will have rattled, I beg your pardon, at Blanchimont, that left-hander. And that's exactly where the Peugeot was wrecked last year, wasn't it, by...
coming down to Fagnes.
No, that's on the way up. That's just before the bus stop. That's just before the bus stop.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay. That's Blanchimont.
Last year was down at Fagnes, but even so, a big impact. Now this is going to give everyone who's been telling us on air that they might need splash and dashes, it's going to give them a chance to do that.
And voila, and Pescarolo, as ever, right on top of the money. That car's been in for a splash. That is the 2nd place car. Now the question is, can the Peugeot go the distance on the juice?
8 laps to go.
Different juice, obviously. Do you know what? We might finish this under yellow. 8 laps at racing speed is 16 minutes. I reckon a good 10 minutes to clear up even the major pieces of debris there by hand and get the car on a flatbed and get it back to the pit lane. Now, this is the sort of situation where I would like to see the American system that you use in NASCAR of yellow, white, green introduced. So no matter whether you've overstayed your race distance or not, you do not finish under yellow. You say, OK, we're clear to go, white flag lap, green flag, and there you go. And there is another car in big trouble. That's another of the Lola Coupes.
Yeah, it sounded
smoking
rough.
heavily. It sounded rough as Badger's bits. It really does.
Now, the big problem is the people behind, of course, can't pass him at the moment.
Yes, including 2nd place Christophe Tanso. So that is our race over. Look, he's got a left rear puncture. Tanso, go by him. He is clearly a danger to you. Go by, race the race, argue with the stewards later. Now, in that colour scheme, how much does that look like the old AMR1 Aston Martin?
Now, I'm sure in Tanso's mind will be the Hamilton Trulli
no, absolutely.
In Australia. He'll be thinking, what do I do? What do I do?
Absolutely. You can never guarantee a steward is going to make the same decision in the same twice in the same breath, the same way. But absolutely, in that situation, he had a puncture.
Yeah, and then he went off the track.
You would argue.
Now, here's
the
collision.
There's the WR having a collision with somebody, but that was in the aftermath. No. Now, all we see there suggests that Senna had something let go, but you see, when you drop the car off the edge on the outside there at Blanchimont, there's acres and acres of tarmac. Now, this is a separate incident. This is the result, or perhaps what led to the puncture, or perhaps the result of it. No, of course, he's gone over the debris. That's the result of a puncture. He's turned into Eau Rouge, and suddenly there's been no air in the tyre when he needed to lean on it.
Now, Hugues de Schoenack, of course, just like Peugeot, just like anyone here, doesn't need this. Just in the weeks before the Le Mans 24 hours, these cars here this weekend being tested for laps, the new cars We heard this morning 95% of the car is new. Only the tubs have remained from the old Courage.
And that's possibly the only thing that will remain of that incident as well. There's not going to be very much salvageable. And Hugues is thinking, we've got, what, 4 weeks now till Le Mans? We are really deep in the doo-doo there, because they've got to basically build a new car from the ground up. And of course that also means that they can't now go and continue and finalise their Le Mans testing programme with 2 cars as they had planned to do. They now have to double